Devadidev Jagannathaya Namaha. Hari Om children. In Puri, Odisha, there is a world famous temple of Lord Jagannath. It is one of the 4 main pilgrimage sites in India. Every year, a grand chariot festival called as Rath Yatra is held here, which takes place this year on the 20th of June. Therefore, today's focus of the class is on Lord Jagannath and his beloved devotees. During this Rath Yatra, the chariots of Lord Jagannath, his elder brother Balbhadra and sister Subhadra are also taken out. On the auspicious day of Jyesht Purnima, Lord Jagannath, Balbhadra and Subhadra are given a bath with water from 108 pitchers. The water from the well used for their bath is opened only once a year. The chariots are pulled by a massive crowd accompanied by drums, trumpets, cymbals and conch shells. On this day, all devotees come together, sing hymns, dance and celebrate the grand procession of Lord Jagannath's chariot. Lord Jagannath is an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. The word Jagannath means Lord of the universe. I offer my salutations to Lord Jagannath, who resides in Nilachal and is the eternal supreme soul. Salutations to Lord Jagannath, who is accompanied by Balbhadra and Subhadra. I bow down to Lord Jagannath, who is the source of joy for the world, who removes the sufferings of his devotees. Salutations to Lord Jagannath, who resides in Nilachal. Let us begin today's Bal Sanskar class by remembering Pujya Bapuji. Kirtan. First of all the children will stand in their respective places and jump on their toes for a while. Now all the children will sit at their respective places and while touching the place of tilak with the ring finger, recite the mantra.
Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Shri Sar
All of us children will repeat the mantra with folded hands while worshipping Guru Padaka in our minds.
नृपाली मौली ब्रज रत्न कांति सरी द्विराजज्झ कन्यकाभ्यां नृपत्वदाभ्यां नतलोक पंक्तिः नमो नमः श्री गुरु पादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरु पादुकाभ्यां.
These sandals appear to me like the radiance of a jewel studded in a king's crown. Just as a girl is safe on a rock in a river full of crocodiles, in the same way I am safe from the sensual pleasures of the world around these feet. Those who bow down to them, they give sovereignty like an emperor. I bow down again and again to the feet of the Guru. Children, now we will do TRATAK. TRATAK increases our concentration and memory power.
It's time for story now. Once upon a time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was staying in Jagannath Puri for a few days after visiting the Jagannath temple. Prataparudra, the wise king of Odisha, wanted to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not agree. The king made up his mind that whatever happens, I will live by the grace of this great man. Seeing the king's strong desire, a disciple of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Rajan, the day after tomorrow, there is the Rath Yatra of Jagannath Ji. The journey would begin when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pulls the chariot. Then, in the afternoon, they would rest in the garden. You go and serve there in the guise of a servant. If your service is accepted, then your work will be done. Prataparudra did just that. He started caressing the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was lying on the ground in the garden. While caressing his feet, he started humming the Gopi Geet of Srimad Bhagavat in a melodious voice. Hearing this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very happy. He said, "Say more," hearing the verses sung by the king. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's heart overflowed and got up and embraced the king and asked, "Who are you? Where did you come from?" "King, I am from the village only. I am the slave of the slaves." "Mahaprabhu, oh brother, you have made me indebted today. Gave me much peace. How beautifully you sang the Gopi Geet, which reminds me of God. What do you want?" "King, I want your blessings." While doing this, King Prataparudra received the blessing of Sadguru. King Prataparudra made so many efforts to get the grace of the saint. At last, leaving him royal clothes, he dressed as a common devotee. If there was passion and determination to see the saint, then he remained after getting the darshan. So children, today's story teaches us that they are really fortunate who know the importance of seeing a saint and become entitled to receive the grace of a saint. After so many years of hard work, one finds a guru who finds peace in the soul. Respect and worship of such gurus is respect and worship of one's own soul.
Sadhunam darshanam pataka nashanam.
That is, the sins are destroyed by the sight of the saint.
जब द्रवै दीन दयालु राघव साधु संगति पाइए.
That is, when God's grace is there, when the soul is blessed with God, then there is interest in the company of saints.
Competition time. And now it's knowledge competition time. You'll be asked a question and there'll be 4 options given as potential answers, and you have to give the correct answer in 10 seconds. The question is, according to Bhagavad Gita, what form of happiness appears like poison in the beginning, but it's like nectar in the end? The options are sattvic happiness, royal pleasures, vindictive pleasures, fantasy related happiness. The correct answer will be revealed to you at the end of the session. Sanskriti. Jagannath Rath Yatra. In Lord Jagannath's Rath Yatra, the height of the chariots range from 43 to 45 feet, in which 12 to 16 wheels are used. Due to the height of the chariot, it has been included in the Guinness Book of World Records with the title of the largest chariot journey. Every year on the day of Vasant Panchami, the holy work of chariot construction starts. Just as the human body is made of the 5 elements, in the same way, chariots are made completely from the materials of wood, metal, colorful clothes, and decorations, etc. The construction of the chariot and journey is an indication that the chariot is the human soul, The charioteer is the intellect, the reins are the human mind, and the horses of the chariot are the human senses. And the ultimate goal of life is the journey of attaining God. Health tips. In general, ice cream is considered harmful, but eating ice cream after meals is very harmful. Let's take an example. If the bread has been put on the griddle and if cold water is poured on top of this bread, then the bread is destroyed. Similarly, after consuming food, gastric fire of stomach starts digesting this food. And if something cold is consumed, when it reaches the stomach, the gastric fire is slowed down. Even cold water should not be consumed with food. Lukewarm water should be consumed. If you drink cold water or aerated drinks and soda at the time of the meal, then you will eventually suffer from diseases. Those who want to develop intelligence, those who do work that requires intelligence, should avoid onion, garlic and tamasic foods, markets, stale and fake food, tea, coffee, bread and snacks, etc. Avoid late night meals. Consuming sattvic food strengthens the intellect and brain and awakens the dormant energy. Pariprashna. Audhavji asks, O Shri Krishna, to whom do you say shame? When should shame come? Lord Shri Krishna says that the person who is ashamed of doing bad deeds is called shame. If you are ashamed of doing bad things, thinking bad things, eating bad food, enjoying bad things, then understand that your shame has become meaningful. Bad work, bad speech, bad thinking, bad food, whenever these happen, be careful and make a firm resolution that I will not fall into the pit of evil. Then go towards good deeds. What to do and what not to do. Now we will tell you things that are inauspicious and they should not be kept in the house. Cats and dogs should not be kept in the house. It destroys luck and virtue. You can keep a dog for a watchman outside your home, but not inside your home. The food on which the sight of a cat or a dog falls should not be consumed. Eating it destroys the intellect. Broken utensils, furniture, money earned from sin should not be kept in the house. Due to this, poverty and sorrows will knock on your door eventually. Yogasana. An exercise to enhance intellect, power and intelligence. Method. Stand straight, close the fists of the hand and keep the hands close to the body. Take the head backwards, eyes should be towards the sky. In this position, take a deep breath 10 times and leave it. Then tilt the head downwards in such a way that the chin touches the larynx and there is slight pressure on the larynx. In this position, take a deep breath 10 times and leave it. Come back to the original position. While inhaling, chant Om in your mind and while exhaling, count. Do this experiment in the morning on an empty stomach. Benefits. With its regular practice, the fibers of knowledge are strengthened. Intelligence, perception power and intelligence are developed. Whom did King Prataparudra accept as his teacher or guru? How did King Prataparudra get the blessings of Sadguru? What happens when the inner God is pleased? What does the construction and journey of the Jagannath chariot indicate? Which type of food strengthens the intellect and the body? When should you feel ashamed? What are these inauspicious things at home? Homework time. The culture of India is the greatest. Children will write 5 points in their notebook on this topic. Narayan, 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 Narayan. With this, our today's Bal Sanskar class ends. We will meet again next week, children, with a new knowledge enhancing topic. Till then, Hari Om. Knowledge stands competition. The correct answer to the question is happiness sattvic. Lord Shri Krishna says, in the beginning, happiness which appears to be like poison, but in the end is like nectar. The happiness arising from the offerings of the intellect about God is said to be sattvic.